situation. What is your view on the way it's unfolded over the last 48 hours, please?
Well, I'm one of the belief that Capello should have gone after the World Cup. I know the FA haven't got a lot of money, etc., but what was the point in him carrying on after that? However, we're only, 4 months away from a tournament, and he said or hasn't said various things. It's hard to know, really, with translators saying one thing and the newspaper saying another. I just don't see the point in disrupting things anymore 4 months before a tournament.
Would you agree with that, John?
No, I think if he is so unhappy, if he's so frustrated, if he's so annoyed, then if it's going to be detrimental to the way he does his job, then I think he should make a change. I think the wider issue at the moment that really concerns me is that the state of the England team, and you can argue that this is partly down to Capello allowing the team to decline. I don't know what you think, but this team feels and this squad feels so much weaker than the squad we went to South Africa with.
Andrew, what do you think of that? Bearing in mind, we don't have a natural successor to the captaincy even.
Well, no, and we don't. Do we have a natural successor to the manager?
That's another issue.
I'll give you a scenario. I think there's so much negativity right, and apathy towards England. I think people are bored of it. Like you said about Fabricali, it gets lost in translation. He's been here, England manager for what? Is it 4 years now?
We'll be at the end of this tour.
Right. He's paid £6 million a year. He can't be bothered to learn English.
No, I agree.
£6 million a year. So I don't think he's that fussed about the England job anyway.
Yeah.
If the case where Bernstein and they had a partner of the ways, I think it's tomorrow or Thursday, or Capello walks, all of a sudden Harry Redknapp's put in charge of an interim appointment for the two friendlies and for Euro 2012. Yes. I think there'd be more positivity from a nation as football fans behind the England team, because Harry Redknapp would smooth everything over. He could say to John Terry, look, it's out of my hands now. I'm going to appoint so-and-so as captain, because the captain who's appointed now under Capello knows that he's the second choice. So he's not the real captain. And also, there's a lot of young English talent out there. You've got Welbeck playing up front for Manchester United, you've got Daniel Sturridge, you've got Carl Walker, you've got Jones,
those will
you've got Jack Wilshere. But what I'm saying is, Alex, what I'm saying is, if the right manager's there, it's not that much doom and gloom. But under this man, we are so far away.
You made a very good point. You thought he should have gone after South Africa, and you said perhaps the FA couldn't afford the £2 million to get rid of him. But the problem is that he's very good actually at getting us to competitions. It's when we get to the competition that the problem arises. Is this not a perfect opportunity now for the FA and Mr. Capello to actually part company on the basis that when he's playing tournament football, it's no good anyway?
Well, you could be right, Mike, but I do think I've never been a lover of Capello. A lot of people haven't. I certainly haven't from the very start. Nothing against him as a person. Obviously, I don't know him, but I don't. He managed Real Madrid and Roma. I think I could probably take them to a trophy. You know, I know I'm generalising, but you know what I mean.
The sort of players they have, I know what you mean. You don't think his track record was necessarily that brilliant?
No, not with being derogatory at all. Just, I think you could do a job, Perry could do a job, John could do a job in that scenario. I do think the World Cup annoyed him though, and I do think he's very single-minded and wants to win something. I don't think there's nothing more he'd like than to go out with winning a trophy for England.
But that looks unlikely.
For himself, because he's that sort of person.
The thing is, but as a manager, you're paid to make the right decisions, right? If you go back to the World Cup, he didn't take Adam Johnson and Scott Parker. They were the two players who were in form towards the end of that season. He got rid of John Terry as captain, quite right. So in my opinion, that one, there was a divide in the camp, right? He was playing the wrong team, playing Steven Gerrard wide left, where he should be playing in centre midfield. So that's the decision. Then he gives John Terry the captaincy back. Another, if we see now, is a poor decision. So he's paid, as I said, 6 minutes to make the right decisions, and his decisions have been wrong.
John?
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm fascinated to know what Andrew, if you had the choice then, what would you do now? How would you bring in the most important thing if Capello does indeed see a partner of the ways this week?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a Harry Redknapp lover, to be honest. This is a personal opinion. He does motivate teams, no doubt about it.
Do you think it's got to be an English
going on? So, pardon?
Do you think it's got to be an Englishman, Andrew?
Not anymore.
Well,
not
what about the language
I'm not
problems?
really, ever since, over the years we've had Ericsson and Capello, I've not really, I was very anti-Ericsson to a degree, the same as everyone was, but maybe it doesn't matter so much anymore. Maybe we need someone who can just take us to the next level.
No, Andrew, but
regardless.
this was going to be Capello. This was going to be him.
Well, yeah, I know, yeah, but obviously he's he hasn't been.
Do you know what I think?
They should have got rid of him after the World Cup, but they didn't. So I don't know. I don't know who. I personally, as I said earlier, I don't see the point in sacking him now. Obviously, you guys are a bit more in the know than me. John, I've got a question. What was actually said Sunday night by Capello? Because it seems very mixed at the moment to what was said. On the radio, they're saying, having translators on, saying he didn't say what the media were reporting he said.
No, he did, didn't he, John?
No, he did. We've had this very well translated.
He said he was very against John Terry being sacked.
The key quote, Andrew, was I'm absolutely against it. That was the term.
That was a direct challenge to the FA. Listen, I thought
it completely put him on collision course about, with Bernstein. And really, in any other walk of life, in any other industry, if you derail what your employer, your boss said, you'd be in trouble for it.
Absolutely. I mean, anybody at Chelsea who's had him absolutely against what Mr. Abramovich has just said wouldn't last 5 minutes. Absolutely. I tell you what, Andrew, we've got to move on, mate. We've got people want to get up on the Skype ball. I'm very grateful to you for coming on.
Thank you very much.
You've made a very valuable contribution, and please, let's see you up on the Skype ball again soon. Love to hear what you've got to say about football. Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's stick with the Skype ball. We do ask you to get up on the Skype ball. Sport